Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your reading for February the 3rd through February the 9th. Aquarius, Aquarius. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Aquarius for February the 3rd through February the 9th? Guys, thank you so much. You had so many views. I don't know, way over 3K views, I think. I'm so excited. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. This is for the collective. It's for general reading. If all the links to the other videos will be below. Because this is also for your sun, moon, and rising, so check those out. And if you'd like a personal reading, click here. That will take you to my website, and you can see the kind of readings I offer. Okay, some of you I know are sick of my singing, but I can't help it. This is 3 cards, please, for Aquarius. Aquarius. Lovely. 3 cards for Aquarius. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Aquarius for this coming week? 1. 2 more cards for Aquarius, please. 2 more cards for Aquarius. Oh, there we go. 2 came out. Jumped out at that. Oh, there's definitely crossover here, guys. So check out your sun, moon, and rising. Okay, let's go on to your clarifying cards. These are clarifying cards for Aquarius. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Okay, these are for Aquarius. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Aquarius through these through these clarifying cards for February the 3rd through February the 9th. Please clarify this. There it is. Oh, okay. Okay. Please clarify. Oh, here we go. Oh, and please clarify this. Oh, that jumped up and went back in. How weird was that? Okay. Please clarify this. There it is. Oh. Okay, let's take a look at your cards, Aquarius. Okay, the first card out for you is the 6 of Swords, clarified by the 3 of Swords. Then you have the Karma card, which can be the Judgment card, clarified by the Fool. And then you have the 6 of Pentacles, clarified by the 8 of Swords. And darling, happy birthday, Aquarius! We're now in February, so all you February Aquarians, happy birthday. I have so many Aquarians in my life. My mum's birthday was would have been the 10th of February, and my beautiful granddaughter Jayanne, she turned 16 on February the 18th. She's all the way at the end. So happy birthday to all of you lovely Aquarians. There are so many in my life, and we have this full moon coming up. Listen, stay tuned for the astrology report right after this, because that will give you some information on the full moon, and then you can join my astrology group where I do a live feed on that. I also have cards available and I answer questions there. We have a really nice time in that group. It's a private group, so the link to that will be below. I want to sing that song. Anyway, I'm not going to. A lot of you Aquarians love my singing, and a lot don't. So I'm going to try to keep it in the middle a bit and not do too much singing. So the first card out for you is the 6 of Swords. And the 6 of Swords is about getting in the boat and moving on. There's fear when the Six of Swords comes up. There's some kind of fear and trepidation about leaving a job, leaving an apartment, leaving a house, leaving a country, whatever it is that leaving a relationship, leaving something behind. And look, clarifying it is the Ace of Swords. So if you don't move away from whatever it is that's going on for you, Aquarius, there's heartache involved. It's like, pain. This is pain. You can't avoid it. It's like there's no two ways about it. The Three of Swords is pain. This can also be mourning someone who's passed away even. This could be that. This could be, you being in mourning, you've lost a person. And it's time to move on from it, I lost my mom, you never move on from that, but you do move on for, it put me in a deep depression, but I moved on from that depression, but it was, it was intense. So look, the boat is here and the future is not guaranteed. We all know that. And when this card, the Six of Swords, comes into a reading, it's saying that, listen, there's no guarantees. Yes, you're in fear because, look, there's swords. It's a treacherous journey. There's no knowing what's out there. Will I survive? Am I going to make it on my own? Am I going to be able to do this? And the Six of Swords is saying, yes, get in the boat because there are calmer waters and greener pastures elsewhere. It is time to move on. It is time to get in that boat and go, darling. Once and for all. You need to take the action because sometimes staying where you're at is going to be way more pain. You're going to sit in the pain. This is sitting in the pain, so you have to move away from it. Now, the next card is Karma. And Karma is like the Judgment card in the regular deck. And this is like, look, it's like a big moon, but it's really like an eclipse kind of thing. There's three people going like this to the moon. This is a karmic card, and it's called Karma in this deck. But this is something that is brought to the light. So a secret is revealed. Something is going to be revealed. Now it can be about you. You may have some personal growth going on, and you may have an epiphany. You may be able to see something is brought from the unconscious into the conscious. So it's been there, but it's not been in your conscious mind. So this is bringing it into it. But it can also be that you are learning a secret about something else or someone else. Secrets, it could be your own secret that's revealed. We all have secrets, People say I'm an open book. But there's always some kind of skeleton in the closet, somewhere. So this is about a light being shed on that. So secrets are revealed. And what happens, what's clarifying this card is the Fool. So there's definite change here for you, for some of you, because this is a general reading and this is something to take heed. And these changes that are coming are, look, when the Fool comes in, it's a change is happening and it's sometimes daunting. If you've been around a while and you're older, we've all been beaten up by life at some point, right? Because life is like this, it's waves, right? Think of a heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. I don't even know if it goes like that. Boom, 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 boom. My heart goes boom, bang, bang, boom, bang, bang, when you are near. Anyway, I say all that to say life is like waves. It goes up, it goes down, it goes around. Nothing stays the same. The only guarantee in life is change, right? But we're creatures of habit and we get frightened to change sometimes. But when the Fool comes in, it's the zero, right? So it's infinite possibilities. It's that circular motion. There's no end, there's no beginning, the infinite possibilities. And the Fool's very excited about that. It's like, oh, wow, I don't know what's going to happen next. What an incredible adventure. What is round the corner? Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. And yet when we've been beaten up in life, we're like, oh, God, I don't know what's around the corner. Oh, my God, I don't know what's going to happen. What am I going to do? You know, it's the same situation, different energy. So you're being asked during this tumultuous time and unclear and perhaps insecure times, right? You're being asked to embody the Fool, the naivete. Go out, have faith, then, you know, enjoy this. Think of it as an adventure, as a journey, as a new beginning. Think of the possibilities, not the probabilities. Think of the possibilities. There are infinite possibilities out there for all of us. So, you know, look at life as that, as the adventure. You know, don't sit there and be mired in the problem and worry about it. There's no point. And don't create any more karmic debt. And now Aquarius, the next card, listen, it's the service card. It's the Six of Pentacles. And this is about, you know, this is humanitarianism. This is you to a T. This full moon is about coming together. It's about being heart-centered. It's about what can I contribute to society, right? You know, being of service isn't completely altruistic. You get so much back from it. And clarifying it is the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is a feeling of entrapment, a feeling of being stuck, not seeing a way out. And that's kind of what this is. It's like, you know, it's the fear of getting in the boat. It's the fear of moving forward. It's like uncertainty. What's happening? It's a time of uncertainty. I don't know what's going to happen. But you're being asked, look, this full moon is about courage. It's about getting up and doing something and changing things. What can I change? What can I do differently? You know, I'm going to have the courage to get up. I'm going to get in that boat. I'm going to move away from this pain. I'm not going to stay in this pain. I'm going to move away from it because I deserve more. And this is an adventure, and I'm going to enjoy this journey, this adventure. If it kills me. I'm only joking. So this is a feeling, look, she's not seeing the truth, right? And the Karma card is about bringing the truth out, seeing the truth, bringing it from the unconscious to the conscious. Take the blindfold off. Bring that truth into your conscious mind. See it for what it is. You know, there's always a way. There's a way out. She's not even, you know, she can't see the fact she thinks that she's entrapped and there's no out. There's no solution. There's always a solution. Always. Out of hopelessness comes hope. Things are going to get better, but you need to kind of look at the situation for what it is. Don't stay. You know, don't stay in a situation that's causing you pain. You deserve better. You know, you could be stuck in a job that's causing you pain, and you know that you need to move on, but you're not practicing the courage. And this full moon in Leo is about, you know, Aquarius and Leo coming together, you know, heart-centered, having that courage to get up and change things and go, move forward, expand your horizons. Things are much better, darling, elsewhere. Aquarius, mwah. I love you all. Stay tuned for the astrology report next, because that will give you more information and help you understand your reading even more. And please don't forget to like, share, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe. I'll see you on the other side, guys. Hello, I'm really glad you stayed to listen to the astrology report and to see what's happening in the celestial sky this week, and what a celestial sky we have. Now, on Monday, February the 3rd, Mercury moves into Pisces. Now, Mercury is the planet of communication, intellect, logic, details, right? Facts. And Pisces is quite the opposite to that. Pisces is like creative and dreamy and romantic and poetic. So Mercury in Pisces is thought to be in detriment, and that means at its weakest power. But what Mercury in Pisces does is it gives insight. So the conversations are more pleasant, and it gives insight into somebody's mood, and you can avoid confrontation, and you can have pleasantries, pleasant conversations, sweet, romantic, almost poetic in nature. So it's a wonderful way of communicating and of seeing into somebody's mood and being able to direct a conversation or ideas around that. And it's kind of visionary too, because you can have brilliant ideas on these daydreams. The thing is it's really, it is not detail oriented. So when Mercury is in Pisces, for me, I can go off on tangents, and I put little alarms on my phone to bring me back into the moment, particularly when I need to take care of things, because you can kind of get lost on social media, lose track of time. It's that kind of energy. Now we move on to Friday, February the 7th, and Venus moves into Aries. Now, Venus has been in Pisces, where it's exalted, where it's the strongest, it can express itself, she can express herself fully, Venus can, right? And think of her in Pisces in this long, flowing chiffon, willowy, romantic gown, right? Blowing in the wind. And then she moves into Aries, and suddenly she's in a rubber red dress and garter belt and stockings and perhaps a whip in her hand. High heels. She's very, aggressive, assertive. She goes after what she wants and she gets it. Venus in Aries is the initiator. So, some of her a male energy comes out and she goes after what she wants. So it's very kind of, think of Mars. It's very kind of sexual, sensual energy. And then on Sunday, February the 8th or 9th, right, depending on where you are, you're going to see this beautiful full moon on the 8th, and it is going to peak at 2:33 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's going to be in the morning, in Europe, and it's going to be earlier, late in the evening in California, on the Pacific Standard Time. So this is a full moon in Leo. Now, full moons are when the moon and the sun are opposite each other, right? So this is, think of, this is about courage. It's about being heart-centered. It's interesting, right? Because the sun is in Aquarius and the moon is in Leo. And at the same time as this beautiful full moon at 20 degrees Leo, it's also right next to a fixed star, which is very kind of Mars-like, and it is trining, the moon is trining Mars. So this brings passion, vigor, energy, sensuality, chemistry. It is, Leo is in the house of romance, fun, excitement, and children and family too. So that you get all this energy and this vigor into these relationships, but it's also about helping others, this moon. Now, I will just say that full moons are always kind of a culmination and a releasing, right? They're whatever you've kind of started, good or bad, in the new moon, then it comes to fruition in the full moon. So sometimes where this full moon lands in your chart depends on which area of life it affects. And that brings me to my Facebook group, guys. It's a private Facebook group. And every 2 weeks, we look at the new moon or the full moon, respectively, and we see where it lands in our charts, right? So I do a live feed in that private Facebook group. The link will be below. Check that out. Now, so this full moon is about helping others, right? It's being heart-centered. It's putting love into the world, and it's about helping others. It's right opposite Aquarius, the humanitarian sign, right? The sun. And the sun is illuminating the moon. That's why it's so full. So we are going to, this full moon is definitely about how can we help? What can we do for society? Where can I use my courage? How can I use my courage? How can I improve or help or contribute to society? Right? Because this is all inclusive and it's heart-centered. It's love, putting love out there into the world. And that's what my Facebook group is about. We are a group of like-minded people, and it's loving, it's supportive, it's very positive, it's lovely. So ask to join. There's a couple of questions you have to ask. I do actually require that you have a profile photograph. I no longer accept people without profile photographs. And it's got to be a real account. I check out the profile, and if it doesn't look real, I won't accept. So, we're about authenticity, right? And that's what this full moon is about, authenticity. It's about being, it's about coming into oneness with everyone. So, when we do that live feed, we'll be looking at what we need to let go. Do we need to let go of friendships? Do we need to let go of relationships? Do we need to let go of jobs, of the apartments, of areas that we live? What do we need as opposed to what do we want? And this is a question we need to ask ourselves throughout 2020, going forward. We need, Saturn is playing a huge role along with Pluto and Capricorn. We still have all these planets in Capricorn, and it is about frugality, right? It's about no waste. It's about seeing, using what we need and not consuming so much. Consumerism is down. We need to grow personally. We want to expand our awareness and our consciousness into the society at large. We want to focus on our similarities as opposed to our differences. And this is a beautiful full moon in which to connect with people and how we can help others. So, guys, I really appreciate all the likes, shares, comments, and subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I love all the all the comments, both personal and public, are just so inspiring and touching to me. And I need that encouragement just as much as the next person. So I thank you all for that. And another way to help me is through Patreon. This is another way to support my channel and help me grow, help me put out more creative content. I think you can support me as little as $1 a month. It's not a lot for you, but it's huge for me. Imagine if everyone gave me $1. It would be amazing. My equipment is slowly becoming archaic. I could really use some help to replace that. But listen, no pressure. I post things on Patreon that I don't post anywhere else, so it might be worth checking out. Thank you, above all, thank you all for joining me and helping me grow. Mwah. I love you all, and I'll see you next week.